Smartphone patent wars! You'll buy the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge.
What do you want to talk about? Smartphones and patents right now! What about you? Let's talk about the Oracle, Google, Android, the whole lawsuit there. Well, okay, so it's a lawsuit, yeah, because Google is trying to say that they didn't know that they needed to negotiate a contract, I know, I said contract, a contract for Java. Well, okay, but so? Is there something behind you? Oh my god. No, but there wasn't anything behind me. But see, there's this thing called the Lindholm email. I know, it's the email. They used emails to communicate. So Google was talking to themselves in this email, and a guy named Lindholm, who worked for Google, basically said in an email that they knew that they needed to get a license. What? A license for Java? That's crazy. Yeah, I know. And so Oracle got it. Did Oracle get a copy of this? Because I just like talking in a microphone. I like talking. It's great. What? Talk. Yeah, I'm glad you shut up there. So basically, Oracle got a copy of a Google email. It's called the Lindholm email, and it'd be really bad for Google if it goes into the trial. Really bad, really bad. Really bad? How bad? Tell me. Well, you see, in the email it says that Google knew that they needed to get a license, but they decided not to. And see, what's silly is that is now Google's tried to block Oracle from using this email as evidence, and they've tried to block it 7 times. And so it's like if each one of these supermodels was the time that Google tried to block Oracle from using the Lindholm email, there'd have to be another 2 supermodels in here because they're only 5. So yeah, 7 times that Google's tried to block Oracle from using this Lindholm email. It's pretty amazing, and the judge just hasn't let them block it. So that's interesting and all, but even if they do, well, yeah, I know you were gonna say even if they do allow the email to be used, is it a sure thing? Is it like Oracle's definitely going to win if they use the Lindholm email? Mm-hmm. No, I was going to ask you. Well, okay, yeah, that is what I was going to ask you. So, yeah, so if the Lindholm email is used in evidence against Google, it's still not a sure thing because Google still has to prove intellectual property was infringed on. Well, how would they do that? Now, I just don't know. I just like talking. Oh yeah, I know. I like talking too. So you see, even if the Lindholm email, and actually there's an older email too, and you can see the links to both emails just below in the description. So even if it's used, it's still not a sure thing. But it's looking pretty bad for Microsoft if the Lindholm email and this older email are going to be used. Well, that's fascinating, and I'm glad we've talked, and I'm glad I know that I know the Lindholm email. Yes, it's crazy like me, but yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna. I like. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what was that? What was somebody saying Java? Java. What is Java?